Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys the perfect $500 laptop for gaming, or for if you're editing video, or if you just want to get your Google Chrome work done. Let's get straight to the video. Now, over here I have the Asus X555Q. I know it's a mouthful to say, but over here, this Asus X555Q is actually rocking an AMD A10 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, a hard drive. Well, it's not actually rocking a hard drive. We upgraded it to the WD Blue SSD that I unboxed last Christmas. And those are the main specs of the computer. First, let's talk about the screen. The screen may not be the greatest, clocking in at, well, not clocking in, the 1366 by 768 resolution screen, which is what you would expect from a laptop that's $500, but the screen is usable and it's relatively vibrant and it gets pretty bright. The laptop itself is made out of plastic, again, which is what you would expect from a laptop that's $500, but the I/O ports are substantial. On the right side of the laptop, we have our DC in power input. Yes, it comes with a power brick. It doesn't take AC. We have our gigabit Ethernet port for if you want to connect the Ethernet to your router. I'm not quite sure how it works, but you know, it has this really cool flap that lots of tech reviewers like, so I liked it too. A few days after I bought it, back in like 2017, I was playing with this a lot and I loved it. Like, woo, isn't that fun? Woo! That's really fun. Now over here we have a VGA. Now of course, VGA was old, even 10 years ago, but you know, we still sometimes use it. But beside that, we have our HDMI input. Now, using the Asus Super Resolution thing that's in the graphics driver software, you can actually get 1080p 60Hz signals out of this. And also, if you use the custom hertz, I think you can go up to 144, I'm not sure, but I set it up to 100. I mean, of course I don't have 100 hertz. I don't have a 144 hertz monitor. Yes, I don't, but at least you know now that you can connect like 1080p 144 hertz to this laptop. Now we have our two USB 3 ports, and not 3.1, USB 3, which is still pretty fast, but I'm still used to USB 2. I mean, of course, USB 2 is sort of slow nowadays, but you know, USB 2, I still get those USB 2 speeds with those USB 3 speeds. It's probably because the things that I've been using is old and it doesn't support USB 3. Anyways, on the other side, you have your SD card, so it's a normal standard size SD card. You have your headphone out. You have your USB, which currently has my Logitech mouse and keyboard plugged into it. And we have whatever in the world this is. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, this is, I opened this up, we opened this up back in January, and apparently this is some big empty space. I mean, you could have put a battery in there, but big empty space. Weird. Now on the bottom we have 4 feet on, so you can grip, so it really grips onto the table. You may notice from this little reflection here that the RAM is actually serviceable. So instead of having, you know, 8 gigabytes of RAM single channel memory on an APU, you can actually put another one in here. So if you open that up, you can see that the 8 gigabytes of RAM is in there. And there's, as you can see here, there's an extra slot. So if you want to put another one of these RAM sticks in here, then you can. Which I'm pretty happy about, because, you know, extra RAM is always a good thing, and also double channel memory. You know, APU needs double channel because, you know, it's a bandwidth hog. Like, it needs that bandwidth in order to actually perform any good. But alas, if you don't want to upgrade to double channel memory, that's fine. Okay, how do I put this back on here? So now that you know that the RAM is actually serviceable, yeah, it basically doubles your frame rate. It doubles your frame rate in games. Yes, it does. It does. It does. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that now. Alright, so seeing this laptop in action, it has a 3-hour battery life. I mean, as advertised, it goes up to 3 hours. But after optimizing the laptop, I've managed to get 7 hours of battery life out of this thing. Yeah, that is crazy from a super small battery. Wait, how big is this battery? How big is the battery? I don't quite know. Editor, if you look it up, you'll put it right here. Okay, I'm gonna force you. You'll put it there. I'm actually forcing myself because I'm the editor. I need to edit everything. Yeah. Opening the laptop up, you can see the screen, and the bezels are big, but I mean, so yeah, that's one thing to look out for is the big bezels. It's really big. This keyboard is a pretty nice keyboard, you know. Now, the keyboard, I mean, of course, is broken because, you know, we swapped the hard drive in here out with an SSD, and I barely notice a difference other than the boot speeds. This keyboard feels hollow, but it has a very nice tactile feedback. Doing this in rapid succession, doing it pretty fast, I will not slow you down. It's actually pretty nice. Why is it opening Creative Cloud? What? Apparently Creative Cloud is still on this thing. I thought I moved Creative Cloud to the desktop. Now for the downsides, or the cons. The front of the keyboard, or like the bottom of the screen, heats up pretty quickly even while you're doing very basic work. So I'd recommend putting this laptop on power saver mode. Now on the inside, the laptop has a nice brushed finish that looks almost like aluminum, but you know, of course it's plastic. The trackpad is also plastic. It works decently. I mean, the scrolling isn't that precise. It's like it tries to make assumptions on the trackpad. So yeah, it's not, the trackpad is not really that precise, and the trackpad isn't really the highest quality either because, listen to this. Yeah, see, the trackpad is actually very loud. So I'd recommend using a mouse so you don't have to, you know, get your finger all over on the trackpad. Back when I bought this, I thought I had a decent gaming setup. It's a budget laptop, not a gaming setup. Again, typing is pretty nice. The keyboard on this is broken, so I need an external keyboard, which is why I have the USB on here. But, you know, typing's not that bad. I'm just doing it for the views. Now, the keyboard disconnected from its, partially disconnected from its motherboard. So, yeah. Yours is not disconnected. I mean, unless you open it up and try and take the connector out, you can never put the connector back in. That's just, you know, that sucks. That really does. Like, I just wish I could just push it right back in. But of course, the keyboard connector is the one of those cheap ribbon cables that connects to the motherboard. So yeah, that. Ooh, it's getting kind of hot. Ooh. Now the speakers sound pretty good with the Sonic Master technology in the speakers, and it actually sounds pretty good. I mean, pretty decent for its size inside of the laptop as well. You do not expect laptop speakers to sound this good, I'm just saying. So if you just want to get like a starter computer, just basic, you know, if you just want to get something that you can work on and you can depend on, then I would recommend this. That nice finish. Let me run my fingers along it. Woo! So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I have to say, even though I have a faster desktop, which has more channels of memory, it's a pretty good laptop if you just want to start off. And also, you may be wondering, what's this rattle noise? Well, I accidentally lost a screw, and it is inside the computer. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you loved it, please subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Perfect. And that's a wrap. An AMD A10 processor. Oh, I cut off.